We've been told for 2 days now that there's freedom of speech in China.
Lawmakers unfurled a small hand-painted memorial banner.
There is a memory which still burns bright, and it is a cause.
The 3 U.S. Congress members, part of a human rights delegation, said they couldn't leave China without visiting Tiananmen Square to pay their respects to pro-democracy activists slain there 2 years ago. The U.S. lawmakers leave Beijing tomorrow. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Beijing. As they laid 3 white flowers at the foot of the monument to martyrs, Beijing police moved in. They ordered the Congress members to stop the ceremony and ordered press members to put down their cameras. Police pulled the 3 U.S. lawmakers aside for questioning and roughed up and detained 7 television journalists.
First of all, the massacre was shocking to us as was to everyone in the world. Second of all, the repression was scary, and there's much more going on. From what we can hear from our constituents, there are many secret executions going on as well as the public ones. But the denial is the most frustrating. The human rights of the people in China are not an internal matter, that they're a concern to people all over the world, and especially to the members of Congress here, and that we will only draw strength from every death that they perpetrate, but that we know what is going on. After the massacre of their children, the Chinese government awarded commemorative watches to those who did the killing. Well, I have a copy of one of those watches. This is an actual watch that was given by the Chinese Communist Party to each of the soldiers who participated in the crackdown in Tiananmen Square. And what this watch says is that time is running out for the regressive regime in China. China's actions exposes to the world view the flaws in China's judicial system and the alarming pattern of human rights abuses by China's authoritarian government.
For decades, the PRC has orchestrated a campaign of terror and repression, from the genocide of the Uyghur people most recently, to aggression against culture, religion, and language of Tibet, to crackdowns against the basic freedoms in Hong Kong, to jailing of journalists, activists, and dissidents throughout mainland China, and intimidation of Taiwan, and more. Yet the Chinese government works desperately to cover up their abuses, rewriting history and projecting a very different image to the world, or tries to anyway.